What's going on? It's Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. I'm outside of Tom's Oyster Bar. It's a really cool place to come to. It's down here in Royal Oak, Michigan, which is basically slightly outside of Detroit. But I'm down here in order to get a little bit of lunch. You know what I'm saying? You know how we do it on a Sunday, and then afterwards we'll go over to Astoria, which is right behind me. They got one in downtown Detroit also that I go to a lot of times. But I just felt like having oysters today. I don't know. I just kind of was like in the mood. You see how they opening right now. I felt like getting some oysters, maybe even 48 of them. You know what I'm saying? But before I do that, I want to have a conversation with you guys in order to better explain to you why you should never, ever, under any circumstances, unless she's your wife, take a woman to an oyster bar. And if you do decide to take her to an oyster bar, especially before you get into a relationship with her, don't let her eat 48 of them, because then you're going to have like a $186 bill. They're going to leave like an $11 tip. And then they're going to be over here capping, talking about it's a guy that took them there and we didn't even verify whether that guy was in the video in the first place. Let's assume that it was a guy in the video, because some people are saying that she took herself out and she just needed some content. And other people are saying that she really did have a guy that took her out there. But either way, the point still stands, and it remains that it is very, very difficult to deal with the type of women that have the mindset that even feel comfortable putting this type of content on the internet in the first place. Let me help you to understand something, bro. The mindset of these women, and I understand that she was in Atlanta, and Atlanta literally is like the black Mecca according to y'all, but that may be changing a little bit because I know y'all going over to Houston, and I'm just gonna stay in little old Michigan, little old Detroit. I don't understand why y'all continue to support this bad behavior. 2 points. The first one is right after that, I jumped on a stream. I'm not going to say what stream, but I jumped on a stream. Not me getting on it, but I was observing it from a distance, you know, in the audience. Not really saying nothing. I like to ghost watch and pay attention to what people got going on. So I jump on a stream, right? And on that stream is guys on there shaming other guys about what it is that they won't spend on women. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to set the standard so high that now, you know what I'm saying, the guys that come after me, they ain't gonna want to take these women out because they ain't gonna be able to take them to the places that I took them to. Not married. These guys just talking about dating and whatever and moving on. So in reality, what they don't know is that the woman is still getting bust down. And not necessarily by the guys that's taking them out. Just because you go out and spend money on them, don't mean that she yours. It don't mean that her standards is any higher. It just means that you messing up the mindset that comes along with what it takes in order to be in a successful relationship. Not because she don't know better, but because she inherently can't do better, because it's always going to be a simp that pick up the pieces as a result of what it is that we see happening in society. So when you start to get a little bit of money, the move is not to then go and spend it on her. The move is to reinvest it into you. And then when you see a woman that's willing to give you everything, right? Meaning that she's actually showing herself worthy to be a part of your kingship, then that's when you start having a conversation about what her potential is as far as being a part of your fleet or being a part of your service or being a part of your kingship, because now she's going to have a vested interest when she puts everything into you. She's going to have a vested interest in seeing you successful, which she then becomes the beneficiary as a result of it. That's point one. Point two is this. I don't want to hear no women talking nonsense saying that that's just that black woman. Don't pin it on all black women. No, that's not what happens. This is group economics. This is culture, right? We're holding the culture accountable. And when I see women talk and when they have a conversation or when they holding somebody accountable as far as a reaction video or something like that, they don't say that black man. They say black men, black culture, dating culture. Black men are this. And so this is what we gonna do. If you don't want that to be attached to you, then start holding the people accountable that's not doing the thing that's in your best interest, that's now making you look bad as a result of being a part of the culture. Don't just divest yourself from it. Be a part of it as far as holding accountable to people that is doing the worst things. See, listen, it's like your children, right? If my girl, my wife, goes out and is disrespectful to another man, or is out here cussing out people, or is she out here doing stuff wrong or being bad or whatever, so on and so forth, and then other people see it, and let's say they record it or they hold her accountable for it or they start to talk to her or whatever, so on and so forth, that is now a reflection of me. If she goes out and she cheats or she does something that she's not supposed to do, that is now my responsibility, and I can't hold you accountable for calling it out, or I can't hold you accountable because she cheated. I have to deal with what it is that I have to deal with, and that's what the game is. The game has always been the game, and men understand that. Men understand that you don't get mad at the player, you get mad at the person that you with. You can't get mad at the game. You got to hold accountable the person that's attached to you. So if she goes out there and she does something stupid, she dresses stupid, she looks dumb or something like that, that's now a reflection of me. And so I handle that. I'm proactive about that. I deal with that accordingly. So before she walks out the door, she understands how to move a little bit differently. I'm not going to hold you accountable for getting mad. I'm going to hold her accountable for making me look bad. If my daughter go out to school, and this is the reason why y'all households is messed up. If my daughter goes out to school, right, and she's bad in school, I'm not going to say it's the teacher's fault. It's that home training that she needs in order to allow for the teacher to do her job effectively. And y'all so busy blaming the teacher that got to deal with the repercussions of you not having your household in order. So if you want different, then you're going to have to hold these women accountable. Hold your sisters accountable, right? Hold your mama accountable. Hold your homegirls accountable. Hold your aunties, your funky baby mama aunties accountable. And stop blaming men for calling out the BS. The minute that you start doing things differently is the minute that we'll start identifying you differently. But I don't see nobody. Every time I see a woman do something different, if you go over into their comments, all you see is support, love. You don't see no pushback from no women. And anytime y'all get a little bit of pushback and somebody say something to you, when you get a little bit of flack as a result of it, you go back in your shell, you be super quiet, you don't say nothing about it. And then you want to look at us like we crazy because we calling out the behavior. Somebody got to call it out. And men are tired of being your punching bag. Let's be clear. Best thing that man could have did, assuming that that's what really happens, is walk out. Leave that hoe with the bill that she ate. If you want to eat 40, I don't know if I ever ate 48 of anything. Some Skittles, some Nerds, candy. If she want to be out here being crazy, somebody is going to have to hold her accountable as a result of it. I'm about to go over here to Tom's Oyster Bar and maybe get me a 12-pack, not a 48-pack, of some oysters. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you later. Peace.